Hi y'all, my name is Tina. Welcome back to Reaction Row. Today I'm going to be watching the second episode of the first season of Hannibal. I just watched the first episode last week, I believe, and it was really great. I'm intrigued. We were introduced to Will, who is like an FBI consultant, professor, expert, I guess, on serial killers and narcissists. So we were introduced to him, and he's very empathetic, and he feels and sees a lot of things because he's very perceptive. And we were also introduced to Dr. Hannibal Lecter, who is very calculated and calm and interfered with the crime investigation. So I want to know what his overall game is. I'm sure it's a game. He's manipulative and all of that. But I want to know why he warned the bad guy in the previous episode. So I'm excited just to watch more. I want to go ahead and thank y'all though for subscribing to my YouTube channel, my Patreon, and liking and sharing my videos. I appreciate y'all so much. I did hear from some of y'all that you didn't get the notifications for my videos. So please make sure that your notifications are turned on for my videos so you don't miss any. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. I hope you enjoy my videos. I'm gonna get started on Hannibal Season 1, Episode 2. Okay, so Garrett Jacob Hobbs' Kevin, he was the cannibal from the previous episode. Oh yeah, the girls were like impaled on antlers, I think.
Permanent installation in Evil Minds Museum.
Well, what we learn about Garrett Jacob Hobbs will help us catch the next one like him. There's still 7 bodies unaccounted for.
Necessarily.
Or what if Hobbs wasn't eating alone? It's a lot of work. Disappearing these girls, butchering them, and then not leaving a shred of anything other than what's in this room.
Someone he hunted.
Someone who was in a coma, who also happened to be someone he hunted with.
Okay, so I thought they were antlers, but maybe they're
Conducting house-to-house interviews at the Hobbs residence.
human bones.
This property also. Hobbs spent a lot of time here. Spent a lot of time with his daughter here. She would make the ideal bait, wouldn't she?
Hobbs killed alone.
Wait, stop that. This is how I caught Garrett Jacob Hobbs. It's his resignation letter. Does anybody see the clue? There isn't one. He wrote a letter, left a phone number, no address, that's it. Garrett Jacob Hobbs is dead. The question now is how to stop those his story is going to inspire. He's already got one admirer. The copycat.
How are you, Will?
I have no idea.
I didn't want you to be ambushed.
Was this an ambush?
Ambush is later. Immediately later. Soon to know.
Okayed active return to the field.
Question is, do you want to go back to the field?
And I've told the board I'm recommending a psych eval.
Are we starting now?
Oh, the session wouldn't be with me.
Hannibal Lecter's a better fit. Your relationship's not personal. But if you are more comfortable with Dr. Bloom,
I'm not going to be comfortable with anybody inside my head.
you just pulled the trigger 10 times.
Wait, so psych eval isn't a formality?
No, it's so I can get some sleep at night.
Therapy doesn't work on me.
Therapy doesn't work on you because you won't let it.
Because I know all the tricks.
Well, perhaps you need to unlearn some tricks.
Why not have a conversation with him? He was there. He knows what you went through.
What's that?
Your psychological evaluation. You're totally functional and more or less sane. Well done.
Did you just rubber stamp me?
Yes. Jack Crawford may lay his weary head to rest knowing he didn't break you, and our conversation can proceed unobstructed by paperwork.
Wow.
What you need is a way out of dark places when Jack sends you there.
Last time he sent me into a dark place, I brought something back.
A surrogate daughter? You saved Abigail Hobbs's life, you also orphaned her. Comes with certain emotional obligations regardless of empathy disorders.
So you were there, you saved her life too. Do you feel obligated?
Yes. I feel a staggering amount of obligation. I feel responsibility. Oh, he'll have one of us ask him.
Is this therapy or a support group?
I feel like, yeah, I feel like he's telling him what he wants to hear.
And well, the mirrors in your mind can reflect the best of yourself, not the worst of someone else.
Oh my gosh, there's so many. Oh, and all the mushrooms. Oh, no. Oh, it's making me itch. I don't like the way that looks at all.
Therapy is an acquired taste, which I have yet to acquire, but served your purpose. Back in the field.
They were buried alive with the intention of keeping them that way. I mean, for a little while.
Long enough for the fungus to eat away any distinguishing characteristics.
Line and rebar were used to administer intravenous fluids after they were buried.
You find any shiitakes?
No.
The jokes, I can't.
Welcome back.
How do they joke around stuff like that? I mean, I guess you have to. Oh, I couldn't do it. What's he gonna see? The pendulum.
Not bind his arms or legs as I bury him in a shallow grave. He's alive, but he will never be conscious again. He won't know that he's dying. I don't need him to. This is my design.
He reminds me of Gideon from Criminal Minds. Oh!
Don't touch him!
What did you see out in the field?
Hobbs.
An association?
Hallucination. I saw him lying there in someone else's grave.
It's stress, not worth reporting. You displaced the victim of another killer's crime with what could arguably be considered your victim.
I don't consider Hobbs my victim.
What do you consider him?
I wouldn't either.
Dead.
Is it harder imagining the thrill somebody else feels killing, now that you've done it yourself?
Poor Will.
They weren't crops, they were the fertilizer. The bodies were covered in fungus.
The structure of the fungus mirrors that of the human brain, an intricate web of connections.
Maybe he admires their ability to connect the way human minds can't.
Yours can.
Yeah. Not physically.
I like her outfit. I love her hair.
I've never seen a psychiatrist before, and I am unfortunately thorough. So, you're one of 3 doctors I'm interviewing. It's more or less a bake-off.
I'm very supportive of bake-offs. It's important you find someone you're comfortable with. This is unethical, even for a tabloid journalist.
I'm so embarrassed.
You're back.
So
Please hand it over.
perceptive.
I'd rather not take it from you. Sit by me. Delete the conversations you recorded. Doctor-patient confidentiality works both ways. Delete it, please. You've been terribly rude, Miss Lawrence. What's to be done about that?
Creepy.
I've already had my side eval.
Not by me. You've already told me about your mother west up there.
Okay. Does he feel? Well, I don't really want to. I hope he's not feeding people. I hope he's not making people cannibals.
What were they soaked? A highly concentrated mixture of hardwoods,
But I don't
sugar,
know.
newspaper, and pig poop. Perfect for growing mushrooms and other fungi.
Not the mushrooms, though. They all died of kidney failure.
Dextrose and all the catheters. He probably used some kind of dialysis or peristaltic to pump fluids after the circulatory systems broke down.
Force feeding them sugar water?
We love sugar water. Mushrooms, they crave it. Recovering alcoholics, they crave sugar.
Did you know they were diabetic?
We don't know. They're diabetics. No, they're all diabetics. He induces a coma and puts them in the ground.
We dug up his mushroom garden.
Yeah, he's gonna want to grow a new one.
Oh.
She's alive! EMTs now!
You are naughty, Miss Lawrence.
All clear?
I appreciate the pageantry, Agent Crawford, but you can't arrest me for writing an article.
You entered a federal crime scene without permission,
Escorted by a detective.
under false pretense.
Is as good as permission.
You lied to a police officer.
He's still visiting with her.
The old lady said that in her opinion. I'm about to broach the subject of the takes one to know one article.
It's Jack sent you.
I see.
I don't think we've ever been alone in a room together.
She said she hadn't been.
I haven't noticed, have we? Not that we're necessarily alone now.
You're right. Back to Jack Crawford's crime gimp.
It certainly creates an image. I don't need to talk about it if you don't.
No, we can talk about or not talk about whatever you want. I don't feel sorry for myself at all. I feel good.
This girl.
You stir the hornet's nest, and I'm the one who gets stung.
I can help you get work. Outside the force if you want me to. I know people in private security.
I don't like her.
First cop you got fired.
Guarantee you it pays better. Right now, future you is thanking me.
I read your article. Tell me about Will Graham.
That was out of the blue.
Someone find me Will Graham. This is about Will.
He was talking about people having the same properties of a fungus.
Stamets?
Thoughts leaping from brain to brain. They mutate, they evolve.
Well, what does he want with Will Graham?
Someone who understands him. Graham was right. Stamets is looking for connections.
Well, it's Jack. You in the hospital?
Yes, I am.
Stamets knows about Abigail.
He's already taken her.
What are we gonna do to her?
We all evolved from mycelium. I'm simply reintroducing her to the concept.
By burying her alive?
The journalist said you understood me.
I don't.
Well, you would have. You would have. If you walk through a field of mycelium, they know you are there. They know you are there. The spores reach for you as you walk by.
I don't like how that
I know
looks.
who you're reaching for. I know. Abigail Hobbs. You should have let me plant her. You would have found her in a field where she was finally able to reach back. It's the inevitability of there being a man so bad that killing him felt good.
Hobbs felt just. I didn't feel a sprig of zest when I shot Elton Stamets.
You didn't kill Elton Stamets.
Thought about it. I'm still not entirely sure that wasn't my intention, pulling the trigger.
If your intention was to kill him, it's because you understand why he did the things he did. It's beautiful in its own way.
You're supposed to be my battle.
I am. It wasn't the act of killing Hobbs that got you down, was it? Did you really feel so bad because killing him felt so good?
feel good to God too. He does it all the time. And are we not created in his image?
That's what you ask.
God's terrific. He dropped a church roof on 34 of his worshippers last Wednesday night in Texas while they sang a hymn.
Did God feel good about that?
He felt powerful.
Is Will going to become a killer? A serial killer? Is Hannibal trying? Okay, that was a good episode. That ending though, is Will going to become a killer or is Hannibal trying to turn him into one? I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay. It wasn't as jump scary as the first episode, but it was still good because we got to see more of Will and Hannibal's interactions. And I can't wait to see more of their. I wish they had like more banter, I guess. Maybe they'll argue in future episodes or something, but I like their conversations. I like that. I think Hannibal sees something in Will and wants to like pull it out of him. Something evil though. I don't know. I want to go ahead and thank y'all again for watching and for liking, subscribing, sharing my videos and all of that. And my Patreon link is in the description box. And I hope y'all have an amazing day. Bye.